Hello and welcome to the Peak Millennials Podcast. I'm your host, Collins.
And I'm Natalie.
Each week, we delve deep into various peak millennial topics, exploring what we remember and what we want to forget, and read some captivating stories that will invoke a sense of deja vu in all of us. This is the age before iPhones and before social media we know today. This is where a good mix, silver eyeshadow, and MTV raised us. So crack open a Jones soda, kick off your black Converse, and let's teleport into the world of the Peak Millennials. Send your stories to peakmillennialspod@gmail.com or our Instagram @peakmillennialspod. And make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Ding, ding.
Ding.
Oh, no. Hello? Oh, no. Your microphone. Come back.
Oh my God. What is happening?
Oh, no. Okay, so Collins be having some technical difficulties a little today. It lasted enough just for the intro. Nope. Can't hear you. No.
No.
Yes. Now I can.
What is going on? What
I
the
have
banana pants is going on?
Banana bread. I have no idea. Ghost.
Honestly, are we haunted?
Is it the ghost of snacks past? That's what haunting you today?
Oh my God.
I was gonna ask you, how's your week been? But I'm feeling like I got the answer.
There's a mood. There's a shift. There's something going on in the universe. I'm in a different area of the planet right now, in time-space continuum. We got blankets on. We got heating pads on. Got sleeping dwarves next to us. We are all so cozy. It's mid-November.
Oh, friend, it is. We have a week before Turkey Lurkey Day. Turkey Lurkey Day.
It is now officially called Turkey Lurkey Day. But oh my God, how the hell are you?
I am good. It has been a busy week, but it's been good. I got my eyes checked. For anyone that's not watching us on YouTube or anywhere else, I wear glasses all the time. I am quite blind. And it was my yearly eye exam. So we loaded all the family up, went to Costco, got all of our eyes checked, and Mama here is the only one that needs glasses. So she got 2 new pairs, and we're happy about it.
Where do you buy your glasses from?
Costco.
No, not sponsored, but if Costco ever wanted to, sponsor us.
Yeah. Well, we have our insurance is through Costco, and our we have Costco has very, very good insurance. I am very pleased. I can buy 2 pairs of glasses and have a good old eye exam. Oh, and I got fitted for contacts because sometimes that sounds like a fun time.
You'd like sticking your finger in your eye?
I mean, no, I don't really, but could you imagine? Like, clack, 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 clack. Just like, but sometimes, I know.
It's a good noise for my brain.
Sometimes I like the idea of not like constantly adjusting my glasses, but
yeah,
again, I digress. But I'm excited about this week. This week's going to be very exciting to have a little chat with you.
Yeah, because what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about snacks. Snacks, snacks,
Honestly,
snacks, snacks, snacks.
so when you had mentioned, hey, let's do like discontinued snacks, like a snack-stalgia is what you called it. And I said, this is
Nostalgia.
brilliant. Because how many times has there been like a snack, for instance, and you're like, wow, I could really go for that taste, and it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. It's gone forever. Um, yeah, we have a kind of like a family joke, and it's really just between like Brian and I about how there's one thing that we just wish that could come back, and it's so silly when I tell you more about the detail of it.
Okay.
So it's something that Planters came out with this very, very long ago. And it was called PB Crisps. Mind you, it was discontinued in 1995. So we were only, I can't do that math. We were not that old.
Yeah. Elementary, early elementary.
But let me just break down what this snack was for you. So PB Crisps was like a crispy peanut shaped graham cracker type of thing. And then in the middle, it was filled with like peanut filling, like peanut butter.
Okay.
And you would just eat it. And it was like the perfect crunchy peanut butter snack. And it came in little snack bags. And it was so fantastic. But like I said, they discontinued it in 1995. And we are in the year of 2025, and I still wish that
Okay.
they would bring this back. Obsessed.
I so they were in the shapes of peanuts?
Yeah, they were in the shape of a peanut. I think in our Instagram, um, I had a picture of
This
them. Let
is
me see if I can pull it up really
this
quick.
is so crazy. I'm looking at them right now on my phone.
Okay. Yeah.
Um because
Yes.
they look like that. That's what they look
Yes.
like.
Yeah. And they were
And the
later
inside.
on. Yeah, they were so good. And it's like the one thing outside of like and we can dive into it later, but like I wish that they would bring back Fruitopia and I wish they would bring back PB Crisps because those are like the two things that I absolutely love the most. But there is a there is so many people that are trying to get this back because they loved these snacks, and Planters is like ghost, like will not acknowledge
They won't
that
acknowledge
anyone.
that
Yeah,
this ever happened.
i I read online that there were certain things that said that the way to make them was such a pain in the ass that they were like, we're just not doing this anymore. Because they claimed that it was like due to like lack of sales or
Right.
whatever. But if it was lack of sales and people are still going this crazy,
That's true.
I
I
mean,
mean, that's also the thing of like, I don't understand why some of these companies do discontinue because I want to look at the numbers. I want to make the decision for them. Like for me, my number one top one has recently come back, but it's not the same, which is those um cream savers,
oh,
the
the
orange
cream.
cream savers and the
Yes,
strawberry
ma'am.
one. And they had a
Yes.
raspberry one at one point. It's not the same now.
Yeah. I loved, and what has also made a re comeback was Altoids Sours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I went to Barrel for the first time this summer
Oh.
when I went to Texas, which is also weird that like that was July, so like that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But I went to a Cracker Barrel because our flight got delayed. My flight was supposed to. It was like the time that there were all the floods and stuff going on, so I
Yeah.
was supposed
Yeah.
to fly out early that morning, and I didn't end up flying out until later on. And I was like, well, I've already checked out my hotel. Where could I like blow a bunch of time? And
Cracker Barrel.
it was at the Cracker Barrel. So I went. Like the concept of a Cracker Barrel, because we don't have it in the Pacific Northwest at all, is like it's like a general store with a bunch of stuff, and it is a restaurant. And the food is very like similar to like Applebee's or like Chili's, like, but on of like the
Southern style.
Southern style, right? So it was like, okay, it's not like a mom and pop shop or whatever, but it is very like, here's a menu, here are the meals chosen for you, everything is doused in gravy or butter or both.
Most delicious.
I had like it was like a campfire, like a campfire bake or something, and it was like steak.
Oh, did you
Steak
have
and
like
potatoes.
dinner when you went to Cracker Barrel?
Mm-hmm.
We went for breakfast.
So
we went to,
I don't like
yeah,
breakfast food. So
oh,
because I don't like eggs.
What?
I don't like
Oh,
eggs.
Okay. I get it.
A lot of people love breakfast
Okay.
food, and I love like breakfast meats. I love like waffles, but like I don't really like. Anyways,
Eggs.
I digress. But while we were waiting to be seated, they had like a whole nostalgia wall of like discontinued candy. And in my head, I'm like, this is really cool that they have that and I can purchase that. However, is this safe to eat? Because they had the Altoids. They had the sour Altoids. And I brought them home. And I had a couple. And I was like, these are very sour. These are very sour.
Yes.
I would burn the roof of my mouth off.
Yeah, no, it goes away. I went with a friend a couple weeks ago to go to like a local event, and when we were driving back, because it was south, so it was in Graham, and so we had to obviously drive back north. So we drove through, the way that like maps took us home was we drove through Puyallup, and they just recently opened a Five Below in Puyallup.
What?
A Five Below. It's fantastic. They have one. There's one, I think, in Alderwood or Linwood, and then
they just opened that one.
Yeah. So they're just literally brand new. If you haven't gone, totally check them out. Here in the PNW, we don't have the joy of a Five Below until now, and they are fantastic. That's where I found them, but they're not called Altoids Sours anymore. They're called Retro Sours.
Yeah, I think that was the name too. It's Retro Sours.
But I also saw them at Target. So if you're not close to those locations, I saw them at Target when I was there last week. Or maybe was it Target? Yeah, it was Target because I was but I have such core memories of like delicious snacks from when we were kids, and I think because we definitely grew up in the era of we have that at home. So like we have that at home, so we didn't really like when we got snacks, it was a super special occasion, or you would go to a friend's house and they would have like the quote unquote cool parents who had like the fun snacks. And I'm not saying like we grew up without anything, but having those like fun one-off snacks or the fruit snacks or the fruit roll-ups, and
it's that single serve option. Single package option that we did not get the luxury of having. And I thought, oh my God, even just like I love pudding cups. You give me a butterscotch pudding cup back then. I was like, oh, I love this. And we had earthquake kits. There are people in
for school.
that
Yeah, yeah,
never
yeah.
packed an earthquake kit. And a lot of
Yeah.
earthquake kits had a lot of single package items. And my mom would buy them. I'd be like, oh, she's filling earthquake kits. This is not like a usual thing. But it had like,
No.
20 items that you need to have in your earthquake kit. And like, there was also like a note from your mom and like all the things.
I need for you to know, just like as a mom with girls in school,
Mhm.
though that's not a thing anymore. You don't pack
What?
earthquake kits. Like
You
there's
don't
no emergency kit. Yeah.
what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I remember those times because, like, I have 2 sisters, so when my mom would buy those very specific things to go in, like, the earthquake kit, it would always be like, "Yeah, like, let's rally because we get, like, the special fruit gummies or the
Do
pudding."
they do earthquake drills?
Yeah, they do all of the drills and, like, all of
Yeah,
those
because they
things, but
also
they
have like
don't do.
active shooter drills now. So
Yeah,
that's also a different thing.
that's a s
However,
yeah.
but like I'm remembering like the Nisqually quake. That's the earthquake that
Oh,
happened.
The Nisqually
Yeah.
quake. Yeah, yeah.
Were we in like eighth
Weren't we
grade?
in 8th grade?
Yeah. And I remember the floor of the classroom moving like that. The gym had lights that fell down like while the
Mhm.
kindergartners were in there, which was like
Yeah,
nobody got hurt, but
it was during lunchtime and the lunchroom was, like, connected at the middle school. The lunchroom and the gym were,
mhm.
like, split half and half. The
Yeah.
basketball court's on one side and then, like, all the other nonsense was on the other, and I remember that the floor, like, cracked
Oh my
in
god.
the, um, like, in the lunchroom side.
Yeah.
But I also, like, don't actually remember, like, the ground moving because
Yeah.
we were out at, like, lunchtime recess or whatever that was in 8th
Oh.
grade, where it was, like, you could, like, eat your lunch and then, like, go
Yeah.
outside. We were all outside, and then that happened, and then it was like, "Oh, we need to, like, do a drill," and then we were already, like, on the field. Um,
I just
so
liked
yeah.
it because like, yeah, like this is kind of scary. And a
Mhm.
lot of our buildings are built to withstand the earthquake damage or whatever. But
Yeah.
in my head, I'm also like, "Oh, so can we eat our earthquake kits now?"
Yeah.
Because all I
Can I
wanted was my
can I have those snacks?
butterscotch pudding cup. Because my mom would never let me order them. Uh,
That's so
the
funny.
things as a kid that are like rich people would have pudding cups, you know?
Mhm. Right?
But there are a lot of snacks that are discontinued that you've made a list of. Some are drinks, some are edible snacks, some of them are condiments. uh
I I did, and I have and I was telling you this earlier. I have consumed so much, like, discontinued, nostalgic snack content in the last couple of days
mhm,
because I kind of just rabbit hole into these topics and, like, bless my family because they just are along for the ride for this.
mhm,
Um, but I put up, like, let's go through what we put up on, well, what we put up on our Instagram story because I'm really curious. I haven't actually, like, looked fully. I've kind of done
mhm.
a couple of, like, peekaroos um for responses.
And remember, you can always participate in our little polls or any of our interactive uh, posts by following us over on Instagram at Peak Millennials Pod. Natalie did a great job posting those because my brain this week apparently was haunted.
It's all right. It's all right. Um okay, let's get into it. I'm really excited about this. Okay. Yeah, I don't even need that. Okay. So on our story, we had some this or that's.
Okay.
So the first one was, and I want to know what yours. I think I know what yours is, but which we're divided here. So
Hmm.
the first one was Ritz Bit sandwiches, and they were the s'mores flavor, where it was like half chocolate, half marshmallow with like
Mm,
graham cracker
yeah.
bit. And then the second one, I only selected 3D Doritos, but it was like the snacks that were like in the plastic tube and you could like twist off the top, and there was like Cheeto ones and Lay's, and then obviously 3D Doritos. Do you not remember that?
What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I would totally go 3D Doritos because there is something about that crunch that satiated my auto fixation or whatever. Because like
Hmm.
sometimes I would wear headphones a lot of times, like over the ear headphones, just to listen to myself crunch because I like the sound. I like the sound of that. It's also what I love
I
listening
love
to my
that.
dogs
I love
chow down
that.
on their snacks because it's just a noise or whatever. I just
I
I just love that noise, and I love that they came in the traditional um Dorito nacho flavor,
oh yes.
and also they came in Cool Ranch.
They did. And I see, and I loved those too, but I am a sucker for great marketing.
Yes. Okay.
Marketing of snacks.
Commercials
So good.
aren't like they were because I
No.
remember I would see a commercial and it would play like 100 million times, and then
Mhm.
you have the song stuck in your head. What I
Mhm.
was watching one that it was like the Pop Tarts, but it was the Go Tart Go Pop Tart Go Boda, like whatever, like the thing, and I'm like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is so nostalgia of like a commercial jingle just being stuck in my brain.
Like JG Wentworth.
JG Wentler, 876 hash
It makes
brown.
me it makes me think of like we were watching Inside Out. Is that
Yeah.
Inside Out? Where it was like triple dent gum will make you smile. Triple dent gum do boop a doop. If you haven't seen Inside Out, it's about like your emotions, and they bring back a memory of this stupid gum
Hmm.
commercial. And it is that's what it makes me think of when I think of just the marketing. But the marketing for all commercials, I feel like when we were younger, they were very targeted to children and tweens and teens. Like
Right.
they specifically marketed things in a way that made them super desirable because they knew that kids were going to want to have these Ritz sandwiches with chocolate and marshmallows. So they made
Hmm.
them, mind you, it probably was a little insensitive. It was quite a bit insensitive because they made the two sides of the, if anyone hasn't seen this commercial, I've seen it more times lately than I want to, but they made the chocolate side look like a sumo wrestler, and
Hmm.
then the marshmallow side was also a sumo wrestler, and then had them like wrestle it out, and then they got stuck together. um
Okay, but I
so
love stupid commercials like that.
I love commercials. I just love commercials. um Shout out to creators on YouTube that make
Yes.
nostalgic commercial content because I
Mhm.
love it. I will watch that shit for hours.
TTD, TTD.
Okay, so out of those two choices, you had 3D Doritos or Ritz Bits s'mores.
I
w-
obviously am choosing 3D Doritos.
The winner was s'mores. 53%.
Interesting.
Yep.
See, I never really liked the fake s'mores taste
Oh, I love that.
because if I'm gonna have s'mores, I'm just gonna.
S'mores are like a sensory thing. I absolutely hate it. I love chocolate and marshmallow and graham cracker all separately.
Yeah.
Do
Hmm.
not put them together like in a real s'more because they make me want to pull out all of my
Have you ever
eyelid
had
lashes.
s'mores bark before? So you know how they do like peppermint bark for...
They made one like a Costco in the summer. That was delicious.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
one, we used to make it. It's the same way that you make the peppermint bark. So it's like the chocolate base, which is just a little bit of chocolate, melted, frozen, put it in the freezer or whatever, you bring it out.
Oh.
Then what you do is you take the spreadable fluff and you do a layer of that. And then you crumble up graham crackers on top, put in the freezer, and then you cut it up.
Did you know that there's a difference between like marshmallow cream and fluff?
Isn't that the same thing?
No, because back east, it's called fluff.
Right.
Here, it's like marshmallow cream. And like the fluff is not the same. Like, yeah. I've never been back east, so I can't describe it in a better way, but my sister's girlfriend is from Maryland.
Okay.
And she or Connecticut. I'm so sorry, I don't remember. But
those are very different places.
I just know. Oh, I don't even know if that's really. I'm so sorry, Chelsea. I'm sorry if you ever listen to this. I don't know, but it's one of those things. She's from back east, but she went to visit her, and she was telling her about how the marshmallow cream that's on the West Coast is trash, and the only good one is from the East Coast. So if any of our listeners are on the East Coast, can you please tell us? Can you verify? Can you let us know, like, what's the difference between marshmallow cream and fluff? Because it's from what I was told, it's two very different things. It's around the same thing, but it's not the same. Anyways, so that was 53% chose the s'mores to 47% for the Doritos, 3D Doritos. Which I kind of feel bad because those are two very different, in my opinion, snacks. Salty and sweet, but I digress. The second this or that came with Pepsi Blue versus Pepsi Twist.
Okay.
With that twist of lemon.
That twist of lemon, you put citrus in my cola product, whether Pepsi or Coke, makes it 100 times better.
I saw a very interesting rumor around Pepsi Blue that I also don't have any facts to back up, but I heard it whilst I was doing research and I wanted to look more into it, and then I promptly fell asleep. So
but is Pepsi Blue just Baja Blast?
No. It was like berry flavored. It's berry cola fusion. So the rumor that I heard is Pepsi Blue came out around the same time that Code Red came out.
Okay.
So in Pepsi's, like, because Mountain Dew is owned by Coca-Cola, correct? I think. I don't remember. Anyways,
PepsiCo.
Google. But the rumor that I heard was
it's owned by PepsiCo.
Oh, well then maybe this. Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, is it owned? But anyways, I digress. Whatever. So the rumor that I heard was that to appeal to two sides of two very distinctive gangs, they created Pepsi Blue.
What?
to appease that group uh versus
Okay, Penny.
Code
Did you hear
Red.
that? She just
Isn't that a
that
wild
is
little tidbit?
that is wild.
Again, I don't have the facts on this, so I'm maybe just spouting some nonsense.
That's
But
probably allegedly from someone on Reddit.
who knows? Allegedly. I'm gonna do allegedly, that's what I heard, and I mean, drink what you want to drink. Have what you want to have. It makes no difference to me.
When I was bartending, I'll tell you. Cuz like bartending in a college town is like, yeah, you need to know like the alcohol laws of your
Yeah.
state or whatever, which is like it's easy to like memorize or whatever.
Mhm.
Um but like they make you make like a series of drinks. And I was like, I'm not good at making like fancy cocktails. Like I can do a recipe or whatever, but like just know that like I come from a family of like we don't drink margaritas. We drink trailer margaritas. Oh, what is it called? White trash margaritas,
White trash margarita.
which is Mountain Dew and tequila.
Oh. Oh.
Hillbilly margaritas, that's what it is.
That sounds like a
Hillbilly
hard
margarita.
headache that I don't really want. I don't really want.
Listen.
So, anywho, I'm not a
Mountain Dew though, like
I'm not really a Mountain Dew fan. I do like a Baja Blast and a Code Red occasionally, but
okay,
like
but do you remember the studies that came out, I guess, when Mountain Dew was like super popular with like the teenage boys when we were teenagers, and they were like drinking copious amounts of Mountain Dew will make your sperm count go down. I don't know
let
if
it
that is factually true or
let
not.
it. Just kidding. Sorry, that was no. Anyways, well, Pepsi Blue doesn't really exist anymore because the they were using blue dye 1,
Oh,
which is one of the worst things.
yeah.
So that was discontinued. But uh in that race, Pepsi Twist won.
Okay.
Um
Did you drink
because
Twist?
I I also enjoyed like a little twist of citrus in my cola.
Mm,
I
yeah,
do love a Diet Pepsi, like Diet Pepsi. Ew, I don't like I like Diet Coke. Um,
same.
I like Diet Coke with lime. That's one of
Hmm.
my favorite things.
Do you
Fresh
see
lime, canned.
the Diet
Yes.
Coke with limes?
Yes.
It's very good.
So
Hmm.
good. Okay, so Pepsi Twist won 60-40 on that.
Oh,
No surprise here. This one is my soapbox. So the which would you choose
okay.
is OG Snapple in a glass bottle with the popping lid
Hmm.
or a Fruitopia?
See, the only time I ever drank a Fruitopia was if it was the only thing offered, and I didn't want to have like a soda.
I love Fruitopia.
I mean I still love Snapple. I love the Snapple elements that they recently came out with or come back, but they're not
Just
the
you
same.
wait.
They're so much better than Fruitopia.
I n- See
See, now I'm just
those be
trolling.
fighting words. Be fighting me. No,
Okay.
I can't remember like and I could just Google it and that's fine. But the Fruitopia had a green flavor. Green
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 flavor.
option. And it was my absolute favorite in our middle school, well, in my middle school, because whilst
separate.
we lived so close, we did not go to the same middle
I
school.
know.
They had a Fruitopia machine in the gym,
Okay. I love the
and
logo. It's
it's
classic.
so good. You can still get Fruitopia. So Fruitopia was discontinued in the US a
Hmm.
long time ago, but you can still get it in Canada. I
Okay.
actually think you can get it at McDonald's in Canada. But
Should we go?
yes, we should. Um, but in that, that's a really hard thing for me because I love a peach Snapple, like
Yeah,
the
I
peach
love
tea Snapple
peach tea Snapple.
and the what was it? The apple one.
Yes, the
And they
apple
had
Snapple.
a
Snapple apple.
cranberry raspberry that was super delicious.
What?
So, yeah. I do that's a really hard one. I love Fruitopia because you can't get Fruitopia anymore, and
Right.
it's, like, the thing, but I am so clumsy that, like, if I had a Snapple, I was about to drop that bitch on the floor. Like, she was about to be busted, but it was cool that
Sure.
they also had really great marketing, like the Snapple lady and all the facts.
Oh my gosh. I was rewatching like I Love the 90s show.
Mhm.
It's on YouTube, by the way. And one thing that they had on there was like the Snapple lady and how she literally worked at Snapple, and they just said, "Here, just read these facts out." And she just became the face of
A
Snapple.
Snapple.
And she's just somebody's auntie, somebody's mom, and like her name is synonymous with the brand now.
Mhm.
I hope she's doing well. I hope that she got paid and mama can go
Facts.
on any cruise that she wants all the time.
I just wanna go on a cruise.
I want to go on a cruise so bad.
Just let me go on a cruise, please. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
so Snapple out of that one, Snapple
Mhm.
won 53% to 47. So she was close. She was close,
Okay.
and that's fine. I will forever love Fruitopia. Um, this one is my favorite. I mean, I guess they're all my favorite. I did choose all of these, so I am a little biased. Um, but we had the option of Butterfinger BBs and the extra big Laffy Taffy, specifically the cherry sprinkles and or the watermelon with the weird seeds
Okay,
that I
what was
loved.
with anything that was like watermelon having like these weird candy, but like are they actually
Seeds.
edible seeds? Um that's a hard one because I really liked Butterfinger BBs. I love that anything Butterfinger was related to the Simpsons. I
Oh, it
loved
was The
those
Simpsons, yeah. Mhm.
like all those commercials. Oh, that's a hard one. Probably Butterfinger BBs. That's what
Yep.
I would choose.
I would always choose Laffy Taffy.
Oh, do you like Laffy Taffy
I
now?
do. I
Okay,
do.
I love the
Laffy Taffy
banana.
is my favorite. The
Banana
banana, I
Laffy
know
Taffy.
we talked about this. I do love the banana flavor, but this specific one, the cherry sprinkles, was
Mhm.
one of my all-time favorite flavors because I loved that it had sprinkles on it.
Yeah, that's I love cherry flavored anything.
Mhm.
And I think I really enjoyed that one. I thought the
It was so
watermelon with
good.
the seeds was weird.
Yeah. If they didn't have the cherry, I would choose the watermelon, but I would choose the cherry all day long.
Yeah.
So, but I did also love Butterfinger BBs. But like, do you remember having to do this all the time?
Mhm.
Like,
Why do
they
they
would get
always
so
get
stuck.
stuck in your
Uh-huh.
molars?
Mhm.
And when I had braces, I remember eating it was either BB's or a Butterfinger, and they were like, "Oh, you like peanut butter, eh?" And I was like, I mean, I've brushed my teeth." And they had told me that like part of the Butterfinger got stuck in like my bracket, and
Ew,
they had to
no.
like maneuver around it to like get like
Mhm.
like the piece stuck at, or just the thought of that, like
When you realize that you weren't meant to work in orthodontia?
teeth
No
freak me
thanks.
out. They
Well,
do. And every time I get my teeth cleaned, which I
have
hate when
fun.
I hate the dentist. And every time I go and I go, do I have a cavity? And they're like, no, you don't have any cavities. But you know, we could, start the process of repairing some of, your old because I got a
Old
lot of
fillings?
my old fillings. And they were like, we could start the process of redoing some of these old fillings. It's like,
No thanks. No, thank
no, thank
you.
you. Sorry, I gotta go back to work.
Sorry, gotta go.
I have to leave right now.
My I always get really nervous because like my in my family, one of my one of my parents will just my dad had really bad teeth. I don't know why I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, I'm being weird about it. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. My dad had really bad teeth. And so I'm always super nervous that like I'm going to go to the dentist and they're like, we have to take out all of your teeth. And
Hmm.
I'm like, oh, my teeth. My
Yeah.
teeth are fine. They're fine. My teeth are fine.
I have
Um,
a lot of dreams about teeth.
I could not, yeah, teeth back in the day, and I'll go on a little tangent. Back in the day when I used to garden more heavily inside,
Okay.
one of my biggest like if I gardened a specific variety, um it made me have a lot of panic.
Oh, sure. I
Mhm.
understand.
And I was always panicked that my teeth were gonna fall out.
Hmm.
So I would be, like, brushing my teeth like a crackhead, like, "Gotta make my teeth clean." But I was
Yeah.
fine. My teeth are fine. They're fine. Um, on a weird side note, after I gave birth to Brinley, my teeth shifted. They don't really tell you things happen in your mouth. Um, but, like, 2 of my as I'm, like, holding that microphone, 2 of my teeth in the front, like, shifted and, like, went one way, and then they, like, shifted self-corrected. It was the weirdest damn thing I had ever seen. My dentist was like, "It happens to some people," and I was like,
Oh.
"Well, I would have liked to know if my all of a sudden now I have a gap in my teeth." And he was like, "It
Oh.
won't stay like that, it'll go back."
Oh.
I was like, "They're just going on vacation, they just need to take a little break from each other, they're just separating from marriage, and then they're gonna come back, like, they're going to counseling, they're gonna fix themselves."
They're
Like,
going to counseling.
he moved out for a while, now he's coming back? What the fuck?
Oh my
I was like, "Are you
god.
serious?" Anyways, you get to hear my crazy ramblings today.
It's my
So be
favorite.
but going back to our snackies, Butterfinger BB's one in that.
See, they're nostalgic because The Simpsons is so great.
So the next one of our list was Snapple Elements and Sobe.
Oh, okay. What was the one Sobe that it was like Pepto Bismol colored, but it
Yeah,
was so good.
yeah. This one is Lizard Lava.
I loved a Sobe.
I loved a soap in a glass bottle also, and it had to have that
Mhm.
weird metal lid that sometimes cut your finger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would always cut something.
always.
Can I tell you though? So, when I was in the fifth grade, we lived up up behind the Central Market.
Yes.
So up off Caldart. So I would walk down the hill, the weaving, winding.
I hate that hill.
It's a terrible hill to
I
walk
hate
back
I
up.
hate it.
But on my way to like walk to church, I would
Mhm.
go down that hill just so that I could stop at the Central Market and get a Sobe and a slice of pizza. or
I love
a
pizza.
Sobe and a bag of chips and walk over
Mhm.
to church.
I love
In fifth grade. In fifth grade. I'm
just
11
walking
years
down
old, walking by
just
myself.
That's fine. I was telling Brian the other day that we would walk from my parents' house, and they lived at the top of Silverdale Way right before Island Lake, and we would walk from the top of that hill all the way down Silverdale Way to
Mhm.
the mall because my mom worked at one of the banks
There's no
down there.
sidewalk.
No, we didn't. I walked on the and it was just me alone. I wasn't with my sisters, and I would just walk on, like, I'd walk on the side of the street down,
That's so
like, a
crazy.
highway. It was essentially a highway. It wasn't really even it was just
Right,
a
because
road.
people are going like 55 down that,
Yeah. Yeah,
sometimes
45
60.
miles or 50, sometimes 60.
Yeah,
Yeah, people just hauling balls down the road. Um,
that's
so
crazy.
we had Snapple, Elements, and Sobe, and I never had Snapple Elements.
Oh my god.
My sister did, and she, like, would collect the bottles,
Yeah,
but I liked
I
Sobe.
liked I liked how the Elements
Yes.
bottles were shaped because it was like a bulbous top, but then it was perfect for your little hands. But
Mhm.
like just the way that it went, and it was like a skinny neck.
Yeah.
Loved that.
Ah,
Love
go
that.
back. So, to your dismay, Sobe
Mm.
wins
Sobe wins.
80%.
Oh my
Well,
god.
79% to 20%. People
Wow.
people were not a fan of the Elements.
That's crazy because I loved the Elements. I really did.
So, I can't I'm
You can't
biased
speak to it.
again. I love the Sobe. I love the dragon fruit Sobe. I loved that pink
Oh,
Pepto-Bismol Sobe.
yeah.
I loved Sobe. The next ones on our list were Shark Bites. So we're in, like, a gummy era. So Shark Bites
Hmm.
gummies, fruit snacks, I guess we'll call them, and fruit roll-ups. But
Hmm.
specifically the Nickelodeon slime-themed fruit roll-up,
I can't
limited edition version.
honestly. I love a fruit roll up. I still eat fruit roll ups and fruit by the foot to this day
Have you put them in the
because
freezer?
you put them in the freezer. Is
Yes.
this game changing?
Yes.
I just
Freeze
heard people do it with gushers,
Yes, that too.
which it blows my mind.
So good.
But like if I need sugar right now, it is so easy just to yoink
Mhm,
because that
mhm.
processed sugar is so good. I I would also like to say I don't think that I ever tried those shark bite gummy candies.
Okay, so if you didn't try the shark bite ones, did you ever have the Scooby-Doo ones?
I loved the Scooby Doo ones.
Okay, so Shark Bites and Scooby-Doo, both were made by Betty Crocker.
Okay.
Um, and they both had the same general concept. You had your, like, 4 4 random, like, fruity flavors, and then you had one that was, like, uh, a special one.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Shark Bites, it was a great white shark. And so it was a um, opaque white gummy. And then in the Scooby-Doo, it was Scooby-Doo, but it was like a tealish blue.
Yeah.
Completely opaque. So they were it was generally the same concept and pretty much the same flavor. Um, but I just remember that it was like you weren't always guaranteed to get a great white shark in your gummies. So it was like a raffle. It was like a surprise always. Um, and then I also still really love a fruit roll up or
Yeah.
a like Gushers. I do love Gushers. Um, that's like my favorite little sweet treat.
Mhm.
Unless we're in holiday season, and then it's for sure Little Debbie's Christmas tree. Always so good.
I had my first Little Debbie's Christmas tree this year or last year.
What?
Hmm.
They're my favorite.
Yeah,
My favorite. Absolute favorite.
never had them
So
before.
anyways, this one was, and I want to talk a little bit more about Nickelodeon before we like wrap today. But this one was a straight split 50-50 between the Shark Bites
Hmm.
and the Nickelodeon fruit roll up. And I was very pleased because both of the I had a
Okay.
hard time choosing. They're so delicious. And like I absolutely loved that Nickelodeon had such a big branding and such a huge marketing.
We could
Like,
do a whole episode on just fucking Nickelodeon.
yes, we can. I loved Nickelodeon in the 90s and
Mhm.
the like in the early. I heard someone refer to it as the O's, and I was like, the
The
O's.
O's.
The early I love Nickelodeon in the 90s and the early 2000s. I
Early
feel like it was
O's.
such the early O's. Um, and it was just so good. They had
Yeah.
great marketing for stuff. They ran like raffles
It
and like
almost felt like a
prizes.
child was doing the marketing because a child understood what they understood what children wanted to see and wanted to do.
Yes. And like the
They had like
the
a
snacks,
mhm.
the drinks, the shows, everything was just straight on point. So, so that kind of wraps up our this or that, which bring back so many fun, like little feelings, at least for me.
Mhm.
But there are ones that we didn't really talk about. And I threw up one last thing on the story, and it was you can only bring back one snack. Would
Okay,
you?
I will tell you.
Okay.
I will tell
So
you.
in our story, you had the options of strawberry cheesecake snack bars from Philadelphia, bagelfuls, which were also from Kraft and Philadelphia,
Mhm.
PB crisps, which we talked about earlier, Snackwell's devil food cakes, Butterfinger BBs, which we already talked about, Yogos, which were like kind of like a gummy with a quote unquote yogurt on the outside, Jello pudding pops,
Oh,
Choco tacos, or the fave s'mores Ritz Bits.
I remember I chose Choco Taco because
Mhm.
I didn't know that these motherfuckers were discontinued.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I went to go buy one at this 7-Eleven up here about 2 years ago, and I go, "Where the frick are these Choco Tacos?"
I love that.
And someone told me they're discontinued. They've been discontinued for forever.
Did you know that Salt and Straw? No, was
Hmm.
it Salt and Straw or was it yeah, Salt and Straw did a collab with like Taco Bell
What?
and they did a Choco Taco
What?
recently. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's crazy.
I think it was yeah, Salt and Straw did a collab with Taco Bell, and they had 2 sauces that looked like hot sauces that you could, like, drizzle on top of the taco, and I believe you could order it like, you had to order it online at Salt and Straw, and then
Hmm.
you had to, like, physically go pick it up. I don't know if they're still
Interesting.
doing it or not. Um, if it were me, I would 1000% choose the snack bars, like the Philadelphia cheesecake snack bars.
I never had them.
Ugh.
I didn't
They
even
were
know that those
so,
existed.
so delicious. Well, and it's like a okay, so like snack bars were first. If I'm gonna go
Hmm.
with like a hard second, And it was my sister-in-law who reminded me about these. But they were the Snackwell's Devil Food
Mhm.
cakes. And there was a hard push back in the day for like diet culture snacks of
Yeah.
like you can still have this but still look like this. And like I don't give a fuck about that. But they tasted good. They tasted tasty. But the snack bars essentially were a super delicious graham cracker crust
Mhm.
with Philadelphia cream cheese, like cheesecake, and then they were filled with they did strawberry, and I think that they did other flavors too, but the strawberry was like the most popular and it was so fucking good. So good.
Oh.
Sorry, that's I'm getting a little explicit today, but it's so
Listen, I said
delicious.
the fucker, but the Choco Taco.
It's so good. They were so good. Um, but our listeners
Mhm.
uh said bring back Choco Taco.
Taco.
Bring back the Choco Taco. What was the other ones? Um, Another one said bring back the cheesecake bars. We also had another listener, another follower on our Instagram. I want to assume, I just hope, that said everyone who didn't pick Sparkle Taffy is wrong.
Oh my God. I guess I'm
Shout out to
wrong.
Mike.
Jeez. Sorry, Mike. We love you, Mike.
We love you, Mike. Choco Taco. We got another Choco Taco. What's the other one? Oh, and then PB Crisps. But I know who voted for that.
Who? You?
Mine. No, no, no. Definitely. My 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 dear, uh, my dear Brian. Thank you so much.
Oh,
He loves peanut butter
I love
everything.
it.
So PB Crisps would be his vibe. Um, but I mean, we had what else do we have? We had some more stuff on our story. No, I don't want to do that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Um,
I mean, as much as I love snacks, I think I'm more nostalgic for discontinued beverages.
yes.
Because you also posted a set of beverages, and I saw that my friend Max over here said, I'm 90% sure I lost a year off of my life because I drank too much Vault.
Vault.
Vault and
Did you drink Vault?
Surge. Oh my God, they were banned in my house.
Were they really?
Because my mom said that they made
Oh
us
no.
too crazy. She made like
Oh,
it made us wild, is what she said.
I
Which, to
love
be fair,
that.
I need to look at what the ingredients of Vault was, because
We grew up in a diet soda family, so I didn't really know what Surge was until I think I had a friend that was like, "Oh, I'm having this Surge," and I was like, "Oh, I have no idea what that is," and we like shared it. And I get the vibe, but to
so
me it's very similar to like Mountain
so
Dew.
Vault was basically Coca-Cola's response to Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Um but it was also listed as an energy drink with how much caffeine was in it. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink.
Oh
It had
God.
the slogan, the taste, the quench, the kick. Get it done and then some.
I love I'm gonna say it again, and I'm probably
Mhm.
sound like a broken ass record today,
Mhm.
but the marketing for some of these things just like was so great. Like,
Yeah.
it's so great.
I remember
The
they had a
quench
grape and a peach that I freaking loved. I
for
loved I
Vault.
yeah. They had a
Oh, wow.
grape and they had a peach and I loved it. But also, because I'm neurodivergent, caffeine hits me different than regular people. Where with like regular people, it's like gives
La, la,
you
la, 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 la.
it makes me, especially when there's red 40 in it, it makes me, and I wouldn't stop talking. And I'm just running around and burning energy.
Oh,
And
I
then I
love
would
it.
have a crash. Like it was like a spike and a crash. And my mom hated it because it was like, clearly it's a lot of sugar. Clearly, like there's something in it. Plus, there's this energy. Children should not be drinking energy drinks. But at my private Christian school, they had a Coca-Cola machine that did have the old Cherry Coke logo on it, on the whole thing that lit up. But it had Vault in it, and
Oh God.
it had Barks root beer, obviously Coke, Diet Coke, Cherry Coke, um, Vault, and oh, what's the tea? What was the iced tea?
Oh,
That
Nestea.
Yeah, Nest tea,
But
which is gross city.
what?
Gross city.
How that has lasted this long, I will never fully understand. Cause that S is gross.
It
So gross.
is. But let me tell you, 2 quarters and you got a soda. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't prevent me from buying it because it's
Nope.
literally right out in the middle of
I
the
loved
common
it. That's
area.
how I got Fruitopia. I didn't
Hmm.
get that from my
Yeah,
parents.
the
We
blue
got that from
Fruitopia. That I think they
so good.
also had the blue Fruitopia in there, which I
So
love the
good.
blue Fruitopia. But
Okay. Did you like High C?
I like orange soda. Yes.
Okay. Did you ever have Ecto Cooler?
No, what is that?
Okay. So High C did a collab with like Ghostbusters,
Okay.
and Ecto Cooler is essentially just like High C orange, like citrus cooler,
Yeah.
whatever. But it had like a picture of Slimer on the box. I have never craved something so much in my life as I craved it, like, when I was pregnant with Brinley. Um, I wanted Ecto Cooler so bad, and I had found that, like, Gatorade kinda came out with, like, one that was sorta similar, and
Hmm.
and then also McDonald's brought back, like, the High C orange, and that kinda craved it, like, curbed that craving a little bit.
That
But
craving, yeah. Mhm.
Ecto Cooler was green. It was like a citrus punch thing, but it was green. Now,
Oh.
it was brought back. It was discontinued in, I can't really remember. It was discontinued and then they brought it back like as they redid Ghostbusters
Okay.
films. So like the most recent ones that they had, and
Okay.
then they discontinued. They brought it back for a limited time, and then they brought it back again with like the most recent Ghostbusters. But there is a local company to us called Great Notion,
Oh.
and they, for the Halloween season, made a non-alcoholic soda that was called Ecto Cooler, and they sold it in a 6-pack.
Interesting.
It's They have locations in Ballard and Georgetown, and they have, if you're old enough, if you're over 21, they
Hmm.
have some very tasty beverages, but they also have been starting to go into a non-alcoholic realm, and they've been doing like sodas and stuff. But they came out with an Ecto Cooler that's still that same like green, looked like Slimer because they had, they did this
Yeah.
whole thing with whatever. Anyways, it is my absolute, I'm obsessed. I love it so much. Um, do you remember how like juices like Squeeze-Its or Kool-Aid Jammers
Hmm.
used to burn your throat?
Yeah. Why?
I Probably because of the red dye 40.
I
I
loved
don't
it.
know.
I loved. Oh my god, the barrel ones.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. jugs, whatever they were. What
Yeah,
were they
whatever they
called?
were. But those always made my tongue hurt.
What?
And
Yes.
I don't
What
know
were
what it
they
was.
called? Juice jugs. I feel weird saying jugs.
Yeah, well, you know what? Juice Jugs is
Juice
my
jugs.
prison name, so
What were they called?
I don't
What
know.
were
If
they
somebody
called?
somebody's listening to this and they're screaming it because they know.
Oh, they were called Lil Hugs. Lil Hug Fruit Barrel.
Fruit Barrel. Oh my god. I love
Yeah,
those.
Lil Hug Fruit Barrel. Um, what is a juice barrel? Yeah, Little Hug Fruit Barrel were introduced in 1974 by the American Beverage Corp.
Huh. Interesting.
But now they're owned. They were sold in 2015 to Harvest Hill Beverage, the owner of Juicy Juice.
Interesting.
Um,
Juicy
but yeah,
Juice.
Juicy Juice. Ugh.
Oh,
Blech.
for viewers like you that on the PBS, that's how they would
Juice.
advertise that juice. Um you
But
also
yeah.
have on this list green apple Skittles, and I've never craved a taste more than reading that and going, "Oh my god,
Miss you.
I miss that."
I miss you. Yeah. That was one of those things where I saw it and I was like, dang, I miss that so much. And that there was so much controversy in that, because if you think about how Skittles were formatted, it's like a red one, a purple one, a yellow, green one,
Mhm.
and orange. So you had three sizes essentially, and then a grape and a berry. And so, due to like popular request, like, let's just shift out the lime, which in my opinion is not the best one, and switch it to apple. And people were so pissed because they couldn't do lemon lime anymore with their with their Skittles.
Mhm.
Let's flash, my friends. Skittles are the same flavor. They're just sprayed with some perfume so that your noggin thinks that they taste different. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. That's rude.
I'm so sorry to have break that bubble for you.
Okay, weird. I also remember that in the early 2000s, green apple was like like a popular
Best.
flavor
Green apple is always the best flavor.
because it was
So
like
good.
soda, like a Jones soda, and the green apple flavor was like
Mhm.
really popular. The green apple Skittles. There was a green apple Starburst, which they discontinued. Um, because the Starburst used to not be just all the reds and the orange. There used to be two different kinds of greens.
You didn't get a whole pack of yellow and one red and an
Fuck,
orange in there?
fuck that yellow. Fuck the yellow.
The yellow is so terrible.
Ugh. I only like
Um,
the light pink and the green.
like,
Those are my two faves.
but
Everything
there was
else,
also
trash.
Jolly Ranchers. I
Oh
mean,
my
Jolly Ranchers,
god.
green apple
Green
Jolly
apple's
Rancher.
the best.
So good. Do you remember lime flavor Jolly Rancher?
Lime?
Not lime. I'm so sorry. Lemon. It was a lemon Jolly Rancher.
Lemon?
So
No.
good.
But I
So
loved the
good.
cinnamon flavor, which they
Mm-hmm.
still have. And I also love the cherry, and I like having both of them together.
Mm.
The cinnamon and cherry, because it is very nostalgia for me.
Like you eat them together?
Yeah, I eat them together.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Because
love that for you, but the idea of that for me is not my favorite.
a lot of people like the blue raspberry.
With cinnamon?
No, just the blue raspberry
Oh, I like
Jolly
the blue. Yeah,
Rancher.
I like and grape.
I can't stand.
That's okay. I don't really like cinnamon.
I love cinnamon. I love cinnamon anything. Cinnamon bears are my
Too spicy
favorite.
for my mouth.
I love it. Ah, spicy.
My mom told me back in the day, she
That was
said,
like a
if you
very
when she
inappropriate response to
oh,
that.
no, it circles back. But my mom, in an attempt to like when I was in my like early 20s and I smoked, when I was
Mhm.
smoking, she would say, "Oh, just chew some cinnamon gum. It'll make you want to stop." And I was like, "All right, mom, I'll give that a shot." And I
Mhm.
tried that and I was like, "Oh, my mouth is so spicy. Oh, I can't do it." It was not for me. Not for me. Do you remember breakfast cereals being like hyper advertised all the time?
Absolutely. Um, I'm just thinking of the Trix bunny guy, right?
Yes. I was a French
What
toast
was the
crunch
thing?
or like waffle crisp,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
maple syrup cereal, all
Um,
artificial maple syrup
Pizza my
cereal,
kids, right? And then the magically delicious. That's the
Lucky
Lucky
Charms.
Charms. Um,
Lucky Charms are a textural nightmare.
yeah, I don't like Lucky Charms. Um, what I did like was the Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs, Reese's. Told
Reese's
you.
Puffs are a hit in our house.
I love Reese's Puffs. So
You also can't oh,
we
go
couldn't
ahead.
have sugary cereal for cereal. We had it as dessert.
Oh, I mean,
So corn pops.
I love corn pops.
I love corn pops.
I love corn pops.
Was not allowed to have those as. This
I
is
love them.
so. The only cereal we were allowed to eat for breakfast was like Honey Nut Cheerios, grape nuts,
My mom loves grape nuts. To this day,
Chex
she loves grape
Mix.
nuts. She'd be like, "It's so delicious," and I'm like you're eating a
Yeah,
gravel bowl. Like I'm
it,
eating a bowl of
it
gravel.
really
Like
is like
no
a
thanks.
bowl of dirt. Like
When I would go to my grandma's house, she'd be like, "We're gonna have cereal for breakfast a lot." And I'm like, "Yeah, cereal." And then she would bring out a giant box, like the giant box, like the family size box of cornflakes.
oh my god,
And I'm like, "Grandma,
cornflakes.
can I have a little sugar with that cornflake?" She's like, "No, cornflakes
Yeah.
only." You have like a banana? Can I just add like a banana to the cornflake? No, you can't have nothing. Um, no,
Oh, I
I
feel
loved
it.
that. I loved um the Nesquik cereal, which has also been discontinued
Oh,
because it changed your milk to like chocolate
chocolate milk, and then you could
milk.
drink it. Which
Mhm.
also, this is also another thing of like, oh, we also had Kix. I loved Kix cereal.
Oh, Kix! That was such a good
And
one.
they
We
had
never got
berry
that one.
Kix. I loved the berry
Mhm.
Kix.
Mhm.
But we had a rule in our house: if you poured milk into your cereal, you had to finish it.
Yes.
And I don't like cereal milk.
Oh, I love cereal milk.
I hate cereal milk
I love cereal milk.
because it is a different texture than milk to
Yes.
me. I don't
Yes.
like that.
Yes. I like it. I love it. I love I love a good
No.
crunchy bowl of cereal and then to have like enough milk after is
So
my favorite.
yeah, I was a chronic like a little bit of like a little bit enough to like make it a little bit soggy, so you're not just eating dry cereal. But then
Mhm.
my mom would be like, "Don't you want more milk?" And I'd be like, "Absolutely not. I do not want that." I also never wanted my cereal to get too soggy.
No, you have to eat your cereal when it's still like good and crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
What's another one? Did you we were talking about this like earlier. Um, did you ever actually have the easy squirt ketchup, like the colored ketchup,
Okay, but here's the thing.
green, purple, and
I have
red?
a one of my cousins liked ketchup with everything.
Mm,
And I remember at a family reunion, there was colored ketchup because they were like, let's appease to Ray. Like, let's get everyone to like normalize ketchup use.
festive ketchup is, I guess, a
Yeah,
better way to say it.
festive ketchup. And I remember my mom specifically saying, if you put that green ketchup on there, you're gonna be in trouble. And I did it anyway.
Did it? I
Mhm.
mean, I never had it because
Doesn't
again,
taste
it was
any
one of those
different.
like, yeah. The idea of green ketchup, I think mentally freaks me out, but like I like ketchup, so it probably
There
would
was
be. I
also
mean, obviously
purple, right?
purple, it was like purple, green, and yeah, I only can think of the purple and the
I can only
green.
think of the purple and the green, and
Yeah,
obviously like
red.
red.
I think they made like a more hyper red instead of just like traditional red ketchup.
Okay,
Um,
I need a pause.
no, you're good.
Like nothing
Hello.
happened.
No, you're fine.
Nothing happened.
I I had one more little snackaroo I wanted to ask you about.
Okay, I need to know.
Uh, do you remember Tarangos?
No, what are Tarangos?
So
How
Tarangos
do you spell
were
it?
Torrengos.
Okay,
They
I'm gonna look this up.
were they were like a Pringle, so they came in a tube,
Oh,
but they were instead of being like round like a Pringle, like a duck bill,
yeah, I
they
love a
were
duck bill.
shaped like a triangle, but like rounded on the ends.
Oh,
And they were
Procter and Gamble.
so good.
Oh, I
But
remember this shape, like,
mhm.
but they were like
It was like a
regular chips, right?
yeah.
Just like,
It was truly like a Pringle, but it tasted like a tortilla chip.
oh my God.
Um, and I loved them. I remember that we would have like as our after school snack a lot of the time would be like chips and salsa.
Yeah,
And you could easily, I mean, you could do it with a can of Pringles, but you just mindlessly keep eating these because they were just like so good in the like, and yeah, and
so
then you would eat
they
a
had
whole freaking
addictive
tube.
properties to them.
Hmm.
Love that.
They were very short lived. They were only around from 2001 to 2004.
Okay,
Um,
I like that this ad, it literally is all you need to know, and it's this the triangle shape, and
mhm.
it's loaded with salsa on it.
It's so,
So
so good. They
it
were
looks like
so
a
delicious.
scoop, but flat.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fantastic. And it was like, it wasn't It wasn't too crunchy like sometimes a tortilla chip was, and it wasn't,
Mhm.
like, flimsy like a Pringle, like, it was a really
Mm,
good balance. Kind of a bummer. It was kind of a bummer.
that sounds like a bummer.
Um, but yeah, those were some of my favorite little snackaroos that gave
Interesting.
me so much snack-stalgia.
Okay, well, if we didn't mention a snack nostalgia that you liked or you wanted us to talk about, list it in the comments below. Tell us what you think.
Mhm.
If you are still able to, go over to our Peak Millennials Pod Instagram, go vote in those polls. And maybe honestly, we should do more snack content this week because
I
from
do.
sweet to salty to drinks
So many
to
good snacks.
carbonated to not carbonated, like there's a lot of
So many.
snack-stalgia that is getting me ready for dinner over here.
Facts. It was so delicious.
Well, shall we go to Ask a Millennial and see if we can solve some food related stories?
Yes, I think so. I have one right here if you are ready.
I am ready.
Okay, let me open it. Open. Clearly, I wasn't ready. I said I
No, it's
was, but I'm
okay.
not. All right, my friend. Let's read. So it says, would I be the asshole if I
Oh,
started hiding snacks from my husband?
already initially I'm saying yes. Okay, go on.
Uh, okay, so it says, am I the asshole here? I do all the grocery shopping in our house.
Mhm.
So on May 2nd, I went to the grocery store and I bought a few things for the bakery for us to eat for breakfast. Chocolate muffins for him, poppy seed muffins for me, and a package of 6 apple fritters for us to share. Sounds like they shop at Costco. Shout out to the old muffins. Please bring them back,
Yeah, bring back the
Costco.
old muffins,
They were so much
Costco.
more delicious. Well, yesterday I noticed he had eaten them all.
All
He
of this,
left the empty I don't yeah, I'm like,
all of the
let's see.
snacks.
And he left the empty container sitting on the counter. So today I was cleaning off the counters while he did the dishes and I called him out on it. I said, I didn't get to eat a single one of these, by the way. And he proceeds to go on a rant, telling me that they sat on the counter for a week and I didn't touch them. True, I hadn't eaten one yet because I ate my muffins first, and it wasn't even close to a week. Rolling eyes emoji. I told him that I was going to start hiding food that I buy specifically for me so he stops eating my shit because this is something I call him out on constantly. I am always buying food for us to share, and he always eats the entire damn thing. It's frustrating under normal circumstances, but I'm 7 months pregnant, and that shit is extra irritating.
Oh.
After I said that I was going to start hiding food for myself, he told me I was effing shaming him for eating breakfast, which is what I'm really effing mad about because it's gaslighting as S. And we haven't talked in about an hour now. Over an hour now. In about an hour now. That was the grammatical on that is hard for my brain to
Yeah.
process. I really don't think that I'm being the asshole here, but his ADHD really does cause uncontrollable snacking, and he will literally eat things without realizing it until he's sick. So it's like he doesn't even think about the food disappearing or remember that it is ours in all capitals. So maybe I am shaming him. I don't know. I feel like this is a little personal. We've been fighting a lot lately, so I'll let this go if I'm being an asshole, but part of me really wants to die on this hill because we've been together for 10 years this year and this is at least a 6 time a year argument. Good god. Would I
Six
be
times. Jeez.
Yeah, would I be in the right to start hiding food for me? I've already tried buying us each one of something to keep him away from mine. And when his is gone, that's just too bad, but that is only half successful. I admit that I can let snacks and things go uneaten for a longer time than he can. I can go 2 weeks eating the same box of Cheez Its when he'd eat them all in 3 days. But it still seems like Oh, that's a cow. Cow it seems like cow poop that he can't effing control his eating habits. Would I be the asshole if I start hiding snacks in my house that are just for me?
So here's also like I chose this because this is similar to situations that have happened in my home because I take a while to eat something or I'll eat it really quickly and then be thinking about it and then I can't go and buy it for a while. You know what I mean? Like I like to
Mhm.
space my stuff out because I don't
Yeah.
go grocery shopping every single day. I know that other cultures and other countries, like that's something that they do every day is that they plan their meals by the day of going to their corner store or whatever. But
I could do that.
I couldn't do that either. I kind of think she's being the asshole here though. Because this is a deeper conversation than he ate my snacks and I want to hide the snacks. And also throwing the whole like he has ADHD. Like, okay, we get it that like he has ADHD. And that is like a part of the brain is like needing dopamine and serotonin. And that can be found in eating foods that you do enjoy eating. However, like that kind of is like a dick thing to say. Like it like he's probably like eating the snacks like while like watching sports, like that's, I know that's like a common thing to do, or like maybe gaming, because that's what I do without realizing. Um but like throwing his like ADHD into it, it's like,
Oh, it's because he has ADHD.
that's like so shitty. That's like a cop out to me. You know what I mean? Like that just seems so
Yeah.
shitty. And I get that like she's pregnant, and like when you're pregnant, like you want to save your snacks, right? So I get it of like, oh, I wanted to eat that. Um and she says that it was a week or whatever and she hadn't eaten the things. Also the thing about like baked goods, like baked like breakfast pastries, is like they go like they turn quickly, so you
Mhm.
have to eat them. So the fact that like they're buying like a pack of muffins like for the both of them, and then also these like things, like they're meant to be eaten quickly. And if she has an issue with it, go, hey, if you're going to eat all of them, I would like some too, so you can go shopping. Like he's not incompetent. Like it doesn't say that like
Yeah.
he can't go to the grocery store.
So I I don't think that she's the asshole, but I don't think that she should be like hiding snacks.
Right.
Um I also I have that really lovely like neurodivergent, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind.
Yeah.
Like if it's in front of me, I'm like, "Oh yeah, like let's have some." But the moment I put it behind a cabinet, I forget that it's there. And I'm like,
Yeah, same.
I would
The
do really well with like
object
clear
permanence.
cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I also have, and I think I do that because a lot of things like growing up, things were put like behind doors so that like we wouldn't snack on them, and it's just like a thing for me. But I have had situations where like I'll buy something specifically for myself and then poof, it's gone. And
Yeah.
that's just due to like common walk by snacking. There's other people in the house, like, and things just go, and that's fine.
Mhm.
Um, I think that her calling him out, um, is necessary, but like what you were saying, just because he has ADHD does not mean that he's incompetent. And
Right.
it sounds like there's a deeper issue there in the fact of he has like no self-control, and there's like almost like a compulsion there, where it's like, oh, well, I know that it's there, so I'm gonna have more. I know that it's there, so I'm gonna eat some more. And it might be like the dopamine and the serotonin bit that's like, oh,
Mhm.
when I ate that earlier, it tasted so good. I'm gonna have some more, and then I'm gonna have some more. Um, what I would do if it was me is, and again, like my opinion is whatever, but why don't you split it? If you buy both of them for you to share, you could put yours in the fridge or the
Mm.
freezer, and then it's separate. And then he has his, and then he can deal with his in like the way that he wants to. Because then, in a way, she's not hiding stuff, but she's making a clear boundary and saying, like, this is for you, this is for me,
Right.
and I will eat them when I am ready to. And then she's not like navigating that, broken. He
Yeah,
ate all
that's,
my stuff.
see, but I think her attitude is what's making her an asshole. Is like, well, he has ADHD, and like also, like it wasn't actually a week, and blah blah blah. Blah. Like all I don't think that he's sitting there eating like
Deliberately.
like deliberately, right? So it's like
Yeah.
if he was doing this like intentionally to harm her, like I would be like, okay, I understand why you're being like this, but like food scarcity and food insecurity is like
Mhm.
kind of part of
Is a
like,
thing. Yeah.
yeah, it is part of kind of like disordered eating, especially for myself with
Mhm.
ADHD, is like it, because food really does provide that that hit of dopamine, like that
Yeah.
hit that like into your neurotransmitters of like, this makes me feel good. And if it is in front of you, yes, object permanence does exist. But her even being like, well, like I like the same box of Cheez-Its could last me 2 weeks and he would eat it in 3 days. Like that's kind of rude. Like you're noticing his eating habits are different than yours and it's giving you a superiority complex.
So her ability of self-control is different than his level of self-control, and they're finding conflict in that because she expects him. I guess I could
She's
retract that. She is kind of being an
she's
asshole.
expecting him to like hold
Be
the
the same
same
as her.
standard. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's an unspoken thing that they have not communicated. So I don't
It's
know.
very interesting because there are a lot of people within this thread that are like,
He sounds
"No, you're not the
selfish.
asshole," and he sounds like a
Hide your
dick.
food.
But there is a good one that says, like, maybe try a yours and mine snack bin.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, again, setting a clear boundary of, like, this side is for you, this side
Mm-hmm.
is for me, or this bin is for you, this is for me. And then she could put in his bin all of the things that he likes. In her bin can be all the things that she likes, her 3-week-old Cheez-Its,
Mm-hmm.
and they could have that, she can have that for herself. Um yeah, that sounds annoying. That sounds like
It
annoying.
does. It does. Well,
But
because I read the comments and I was like, I don't know if I would agree with all of these, but
I think that both of their behaviors in this situation are not the best.
yeah,
I
I would
think
agree that.
they're both the asshole kind of in this situation, because what he could have done, instead of like saying like, well, they sat on the counter for an entire week, and she was like, it wasn't a week. He could have reached out to her and said like, hey, are you these do you care if I have some more of these,
Mm-hmm.
or like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if she brought him home on a Sunday and they were gone by Monday, like, then I think
That's
that
another thing. That's not what she's
yeah.
saying.
But
So,
if it's over a period of a week and a half, like, or whatever,
mm-hmm.
I think they're both the asshole here.
I agree. All right. I'm going to do the next one. So it says,
Yes.
am I the asshole for very rarely and almost never wanting to go to restaurants because my girlfriend makes food that's just as good, if not better, than restaurant food? This was a long one. Okay. I've been with my wonderful girlfriend for a few years now, and we usually get along great, aside for this current issue. You can skip to the too long DR if the exposition is too long. Okay, whatever. She's a self proclaimed foodie, which I honestly think is just selling herself short. She's a food genius. She can taste and smell a dish, then turn around and recreate it or even make it better than the original. Sorry. If you taste something and wonder, what's that subtle flavor? She'll tell you. It's anchovy paste, sumac, lavender, and some other obscure spice you won't even think of. When someone is cooking something and they go, it's missing something, she can tell you exactly what it needs. It doesn't stop there. She knew I had touched a diesel truck at work one morning as soon as I walked in the house that night because she could somehow smell it on me. It's either really cool or really creepy depending on the day. That's not it either. She heard about a lost family recipe, and the next week, bam, I'm eating my grandmother's homemade sausage again for the first time in 15 years. It's
Oh,
gotten to the point where I don't see any point going out to eat pretty much ever, except maybe her birthday. Even the most exotic ingredients aren't out of her reach either. And even though it's not about the cost, I've saved up more being with her than I ever had in any other relationship. So the only places we really go for a date night is ramen. She can't figure out how to make the noodles, but she still tries and it's just a matter of time, and sushi. Our anniversary was recently, and I noticed that our local fish counter was selling sushi grade fish, along with the rolling mats and nori. So I suggested that we have a homemade sushi night for our anniversary dinner because before going out, and she's upset. She said, I'm not learning how to make sushi because I'll never get a real date ever again. We ended up going out instead. It kind of took me by surprise that she got so mad, though. She lightly mentioned wanting to go out occasionally to places like Olive Garden because she likes the red sauce, or other places because she likes the food. And now I'm thinking about it. She's gotten kind of gloomy because I've asked her to cook on date nights instead of going out more often. She also brought up that food she cooks tastes better to me because she's tasting it and smelling it while it cooks, so her senses are dulled by the time it's served. But she has the most acute sense of smell and taste I've ever seen, so I kind of just think it's an excuse. I don't think it's worth going out and pay restaurant food prices when we can stay home for the home food prices and have food that's just as excellent. Too long didn't read. So Reddit, am I the asshole for not wanting to pay a restaurant to cook my meals because I practically have a private chef of my own? There's a
Yes.
there's a couple edits in here.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not about the financial aspect of staying home or going out. I just thought that it was worth mentioning because it's more of a saving than I expected. I'm taking her out tonight to grovel, guys. I'm not going to politely ask that if she finds this off of Twitter. Please do not smother me in my sleep for being a dick. No, Twitter, I don't buy her flowers. Thanks for rubbing it in. I buy her herbs and succulents. What flowers do I buy a woman who likes to preserve them afterwards? And yes, I wash the dishes. This woman is a saint for putting up with
She
this
is a
guy.
saint. She is a
Because
full-on saint.
the thing that I hate about cooking is the labor that comes into cooking for
Oh,
such a small. Oh no.
okay. I have to read this part. I'll read it. Read it. Okay. So there's a final edit. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you.
Please.
It says, okay, guys, this will probably be my last edit. This post exploded unexpectedly, and I've tried to respond to as many comments as I can, but there are just too many of you. If you've asked me a direct question and I haven't answered, I'm sorry. My inbox is a mess. I really took everything gave, you guys gave, said, you guys said to heart. And I can honestly say that I've been an ass and it's really hurt my relationship with my girlfriend.
Oh
It's
no.
honestly a surprise that she's still my girlfriend after
Oh my
everything.
god, I just realized that they're not married.
Yeah.
That it's just his
So,
girlfriend. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Here's the tea. So her mom picked up the girls and I took her out to a really nice tapas restaurant. I imagine that they have kids? I haven't
Yeah,
gotten and I
maybe.
don't. Anyways, she was very excited and seemed to enjoy herself, and I apologized for being stupid. After we took a walk and everything seemed perfect, so I asked her to marry me.
Oh my god! You're still in the
Sh-
doghouse.
She said no. She
Oh no.
said no. She did it kindly, but she still said no. She said that it wasn't a no forever, but she didn't want to commit to a one-sided relationship, and also said that she doesn't think that it's fair that our relationship happens to on my schedule or on my terms. Ew.
Oh
I'm pretty heartbroken.
no.
I thought everything was pretty okay between us, but she thinks that we should go to premarital or pre engagement counseling, and the division of labor needs to change over a serious sit down conversation. So, Reddit, you were all right. I am the asshole who almost lost the love of my life. Most of you were right. It wasn't over restaurants.
See, that was kind of what I was trying to say is like this this goes beyond restaurant versus cooking at home. Like,
Yes.
and it does sound like, "Oh, I do the dishes." Like that's not the same. Like, she's not just following a recipe just to follow a recipe. Like, she is going into the science and doing the mental labor. She's probably also shopping and cleaning up and all the things. And like, he's doing the dishes. Okay, cool. So the labor that goes into it, and her mentioning, which I also think is like kind of weird, of like, her senses are like dulled by the end of the meal, like, or by the end of cooking, that like, you know, she can't enjoy it as much. So
That's a thing. I can attest. That's a thing.
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, all
Yeah,
she
it's a thing.
wants is to go out. And I get
Yeah.
it. That was one thing that, like,
Yeah.
when I first started dating my husband, all I wanted was to go out. Like, I can make
Mhm.
my own food,
I can make my
but
own
like,
food.
I just want to go out to dinner, and I want someone else to pay for me and like take care of me and like do the
Mhm.
things. Like,
Mhm.
I'm done carrying the mental load for
Yeah.
the you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. As a person, like, as a girly who loves to cook, I
mhm,
love to cook. I love the mental load of cooking. I love coming up with a recipe. I love executing that recipe.
mhm,
I love baking. I love it all. Like, I probably was born in the wrong era. Like, I love that, being in
yeah.
the kitchen, doing that stuff. I love baking and canning and preserving and doing all that stuff. For him to say, like, "I have a private chef, so why would I wanna go to a restaurant?" She is not your private chef. She does
She's your
these things because
girlfriend.
she loves to do them, and she loves to see that joy on your face, but that does
Right.
not mean that she does not deserve to go out to a restaurant and be taken
Mhm.
care of, where she doesn't have to carry that burden. She doesn't have to plan out the recipe. She doesn't have to go contact your mom or your aunt or whoever to find your grandma's long
Right.
lost fucking sausage recipe. Like, she did that because you would probably mentioned, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I love my grandma used to make this meal with this special ingredient, blah blah blah," and she was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I'm gonna recreate that for you." And
Right.
as a she was literally just throwing out lines at that point and saying, like, "Please just take me to Olive Garden.
Which Olive Garden,
Just
like, the fact that,
just
like,
take
she
me to
loves
Olive
their red
Garden.
sauce, like, their red sauce is good, but it's like
Their
a
meat sauce is better."
oh, their meat sauce is better.
Yeah, the red sauce is not my favorite, but their meat sauce is good. Red sauce
Interesting.
is, I mean, no hate on you. Like, if that's what you like, then that's what you like.
Thank you. Thank
Um,
you for not hating on me.
but if you haven't tried the meat sauce is better
Okay, it's good to
than the
know.
plain red sauce.
Interesting.
But anyways, yes, I think that he was very, very, very much the asshole. And for him to be like, why would I buy her flowers if all she does is preserve them? Because she's trying to make memories, you freaking frack.
Yep.
Bah.
And that's the bottom line
About
is
to be
it's
scrumping in here.
it's never about the frickin' frack of it all. It's never the, the logistics. It's not about going to a
No.
restaurant. It is much deeper. So,
It's about
um,
the experience. It's about going out and being like, "Oh, I don't have to think about going to the grocery store or knowing if we have X, Y, or Z in the freezer or thawing meat or cutting vegetables. Like, I could just go." I've tried to make sushi. Making sushi is a pain
mm,
in the ass. The people that make sushi are geniuses, and it's a craft. There are people that take years to learn how to do it. So me picking up nori and a rolling mat and some
yeah.
fish at the counter is not going to taste the same as if I go to any sushi restaurant. I
Mhm.
feel the same way about, I like to make pho at home. Like, it's not I mean, it's not restaurant quality. It's not like I got it from an actual pho restaurant, but it's good and it's tasty. I feel the same way about ramen. Ramen is also a craft. Making a
Yeah.
soup base for ramen takes days. I have tried. It wasn't my favorite thing to do. My house smelled like chicken feet. It was
Mhm.
pork
Chicken
bones. Like,
feet.
it was just It's a labor of love. Like cooking for your partner, cooking for your family is a full labor of
Mhm.
love. And the fact that he was taking advantage of that makes him an asshole. That makes me very grouchy.
Yeah. Well,
Grump.
we are at the end of our episode.
No.
Natalie, where can we find you on this swell internet landscape?
You can find me on Instagram and on TikTok. I post sometimes. I'm really bad. I've been trying. Life's been lifing.
Yeah, life has been lifing for sure.
Life has been lifing. But yeah, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Natalie Christina. And where can we find you?
You can
My
find me anywhere
darling.
there is a social media _queer auntie, or you can find us over at Peak Millennials Pod. Share, like, subscribe, and do all the things.
All the things.
And we'll be back next week.
Huzzah, huzzah.
For our before Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, I wonder what we're going to talk about.
I don't know. We'll see. But
Turkey lurkey.
Turkey Lurkey Day.
Turkey
I love
lurkey.
it. All right.
We will.
Have a good evening. Stay safe.
Toodaloo. Toodaloo,
Bye.
toodaloo. Goodbye.
I love that word. Bye.
Toodaloo.